You're watching KFDM 6 News, The Weekend Report in HD.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Ashley Gaston. An 18-wheeler burst into flames on Interstate 10 eastbound in Orange County. It happened at about 9 this evening. Traffic is backed up around exit 875 right before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. First responders are diverting traffic. We have a crew headed that way and we'll bring you more information as it becomes available. Funeral arrangements have been set for a 24-year-old Beaumont woman who died in a car accident in Louisiana. Grace Lee died after a car in tow broke free and crashed into her vehicle Friday afternoon. There were 3 other passengers on board. Lee was the only one not wearing a seatbelt. A gathering will be held Tuesday at 5 at the St. Anthony Cathedral Basilica. A Christian burial will be celebrated at 11 on Wednesday. Lee is the daughter of a Beaumont restaurant owner, Brian Lee. To read more about Lee's funeral arrangements, log on to our website at KFDM.com. A woman who has spent her career helping others now finds herself needing medical attention. Breeze McLaughlin works in the X-ray department at Baptist Hospital. She has a brain tumor and needs 2 surgeries. Today, her friends Team Breezy came together at Madison's on Dallin to try and raise $10,000. Supporters played in a washer tournament, bid on silent auction items, and listened to live entertainment. Organizers say Breeze has always been a great friend and co-worker. They said the benefit is just one way they could repay her for her friendship.
Breezy's been a dear friend to me since I was 17, and we work together at Baptist. She's an X-ray and I'm in CT. We have a wonderful, close-knit family at work. We all love Breezy. She has a good heart in and out. We love her to death. She's one of our favorites, and we just want to give back and support her any way we can.
Breeze McLaughlin will have her first surgery on June 20th. A Port Arthur pastor has announced he is running for president, not for the country, but for the National Baptist Convention. Reverend Randy G. Vaughn is the pastor of the Mount Sinai Missionary Baptist Church. He announced his bid this evening. He has been the pastor of Mount Sinai for 30 years. Vaughn has been an active leader for the National Baptist Convention in past years, helping with disaster relief and even building churches in Haiti. He says he's ready to take on new leadership roles to help grow his faith.
Our convention has been in operation for more than 133 years with very little paradigm shift or change. Times have changed. Technology now is the way. We've not had the level of leadership to bring us to the paradigm shift.
The National Baptist Convention has been an active organization since 1886. It is the nation's oldest and largest African-American religious convention with an estimated membership of 7.5 million people. Now Carrie Cooper joins us with the first check of the forecast. Carrie?
Well, actually, as we predicted yesterday, we thought today would be pretty active with showers and thunderstorms, and it was. 1 to 2 inches of rain, pretty common across the area. Still 79 degrees, live current conditions at our weather on the water station down at Searim State Park. Southeasterly winds running around 8 to 10 miles an hour. Now, some patchy ground fog will be possible tonight due to the rains we saw this afternoon. We'll talk about that and see if there's any more rain in our forecast this week coming up a little bit later.
1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer in the course of a lifetime. It's the most common type of cancer in the U.S. And with summer vacation on the horizon, many of you may be taking trips to the lake or beach, baking in the sun, but you may want to think twice about the dangers under the rays. KFDM reporter Leslie Rangel explains how one Southeast Texas man who spent many days unprotected in the sun has left him fighting one of the biggest battles of his life.
You're gonna lay down.
John Ryan and Shayla Suzukin have a very unique relationship.
Right here beside my nose, it's burning.
Unlike most men, John makes trips to an esthetician to check his skin on a regular basis.
Men don't do any of it. Had I been doing this 30 years ago, this might have, I might not have all the scars I have now on my face and on my body.
Ryan says it all started with a few too many sun rays.
Melanoma is the most serious that I have. I've had it for about 12 years.
Doctors say melanoma is the most dangerous type of skin cancer. It's caused mainly by intense, occasional UV exposure. Suzukan says taking care of your skin should not be gender related.
They think, oh, that's too girly. That's not something that I want to do.
After more than half a dozen surgeries, he's still fighting a tough battle against skin cancer.
Take 2 inches of skin in a diameter and cut it off your face and see what your face looks like afterwards.
A disheartenment Ryan says came from years of unprotected sun exposure.
I have a neck of a 90-year-old seaman from being out in the ocean for so many years. My neck is really burnt up bad.
But sunburns aren't the only signs of possible skin cancer.
If you have a little raised area, any change in the shape of it.
It's not discomforting, it won't hurt. You won't even notice it there. If it's left untreated within 2 to 5 years, it'll kill you.
A battle against a silent killer.
I see it breaking up.
One John Ryan is fighting off and warning others to protect themselves.
In this area, around this.
In Beaumont, Leslie Rangel, KFDM 6 News.
According to the National Cancer Institute, the majority of people diagnosed with melanoma are white men over the age of 50. You can learn more about Shayla's skincare salon at KFDM.com. A Southeast Texas teenager went fishing for the first time. You'll meet him next in our Forever Family series. Stay tuned.
Now, in high definition, you're watching KFDM 6 News, The Weekend Report, in HD. With Ashley Gaston. The latest weather with KFDM meteorologist Carrie Cooper. And sports with Andrew Sherdock.
Southeast Texas families spend many moments near the rivers, the bayous, and the beach. But it took a story with us for one foster teenager to do something he's been dreaming about, to go fishing. Tonight in our Forever Family series, you'll meet Zachary.
Rear back. You didn't let go of the line in time.
Spending the day fishing is something Zachary often thinks about.
I like outdoors.
But this is his first time casting a fishing line and hoping to get a bite. Family and Protective Services organized a day at Cal Bayou in Bridge City just for Zachary. What would have made it a little better?
If I caught a fish.
He says fishing is kind of like life. You win some and you lose some.
Because my mom, she tries her best, but she can't maintain a good foundation.
Zachary loves his mother, but he also understands why he lives with a foster family.
Pretty bad.
But
how? Stepmom abused, mom getting beat up by her boyfriend, other boyfriend smoking weed, mainly homeless all the time.
But even though he says he was dealt a bad hand, he's hopeful an adoptive family will give him a bright future.
I say thank you.
Why would you say thank you?
If they adopt me, because then I have a reason, place to stay when I get older, someone to talk to.
Every child needs a family that they can go back to when they grow up, that they can go have Christmas with. You know, there's no age that's too old to try to find a family that will love you, you know, because, you know, he's going to grow up and he's going to get married and have children, and he needs that family that's going to be there through all that. And
Kim Rhodes is Zachary's caseworker. She says the teenager is really good at math. He likes listening to rock music, and he has daily chores at home.
Vacuum and living room, our den. We have bathroom, clean up room, kitchen, maintain our room outside.
A lot of chores, according to Zachary, but he says it teaches him responsibility. He looks at it like a bonus, another reason a family may adopt him.
I like having brothers and sisters, but if I'm alone, it's all well.
Mainly, he wants someone to take him fishing. He says the size of the catch doesn't matter.
Whenever your rod tip comes to about this
but the
angle
moment
right here,
spent with
then
someone who
line.
cares about him.
You're letting it go above your head.
If you would like to take Zachary fishing or to adopt him, you can learn more about what he likes to do and how to adopt him by calling 3354. And hopefully we will see some good fishing weather tomorrow, or will it still be raining?
Well, there'll be a slight chance tomorrow, not nearly the showers we saw today. A little bit less coverage. That's the good news. If you're tired of the rain. The bad news is we're about to change gears in a hurry. We're headed for summer. It's going to feel like it this week. I'll detail it up next.
Now, KFDM meteorologist Carrie Cooper with the latest weather in HD.
Well, not a bad evening tonight across east and southeast Texas after the rains today. We had some 1 to 2 inch rain totals in your weather headlines. The rains have ended tonight. We'll see fewer showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. And with high pressure building into the central and southern plains, that means hot weather returning, especially by Wednesday and Thursday. We're talking about some middle 90s for highs. We'll show you that coming up a little bit later. And as we look across the state this morning, we started out with showers and thunderstorms on the coast. Those worked inland throughout the day. Once again, some 1 to 2 inch rains. Pretty common across East Texas and Southeast Texas as well. Much drier across central and northern Texas. The atmosphere has stabilized quite a bit, so I think we'll see certainly a much less coverage of rain tomorrow, but still with the upper level trough just pushing east and out of the area tomorrow with daytime heating. Still some moisture in place. We can't rule out a few widely scattered thunderstorms in the forecast tomorrow, but not near the coverage we had today, and even a less coverage coming up by Tuesday, only 10%. You can see that system working on off to the east. Lots of clear skies across North Texas, Oklahoma, and the Texas Panhandle, where temperatures are running in the 70s. Here locally, we're in the 70s as well. It'll drop a couple of more degrees, maybe a little bit of ground fog in the morning just due to mainly the rains we had today. Currently, we're in the low 70s, 70 in Lufkin, 74 Waco, 78 up in Dallas, and highs today before the showers and thunderstorms. We did reach 91 degrees at the airport before the storms developed and cooled things off nicely. Where it wasn't raining today were the 90s, San Antonio and Austin, 88 the high in Waco, but a lot of the state will be well into the 90s coming up this week with high pressure building in. No rain expected by Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's the computer forecast, not showing any rain at all overnight, which is expected. Now watch how much less rain is expected tomorrow. Watch a weak sea breeze come in tomorrow. We're talking about a 20% coverage of showers at the most tomorrow. As the moisture slowly thins out, high pressure slowly starts building in, we will see fewer showers and thunderstorms. Marine forecast, seas will run 1 to 2 feet, south winds to 14 knots, water temperature 83 in the Gulf. Watch out for some patchy ground fog late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Lows upper 60s to around 70. Not a bad night, pretty comfortable across the area after the rains today. And for the lakes tomorrow, 1 or 2 showers possible in the afternoon, otherwise a hot day. Highs will be around 90 to 91. And for the Triangle, partly cloudy tonight, some patchy ground fog. Overnight lows in the lower 70s. And for tomorrow, a widely scattered shower or thunderstorm is possible. That rain coverage 20% tomorrow, so much less active than what we had today, with high temperatures right around 90. Extended forecast really heating up this week. The rain coverage only 10% for Tuesday. Highs in the low 90s, middle 90s by Thursday and Friday, as well as next weekend. Looking very hot. So kind of thankfully we saw the rain today because of much less chance coming up this week. A couple of showers possible tomorrow, but after that looking pretty dry. Maybe another chance as we head toward next weekend. So rain's always a good thing in the summer. I know a lot of folks have outdoor plans on the weekends, but in hot and dry next week, it was nice we saw the rains today.
It was nice. And we do have an update about the 18-wheeler that burst into flames in Orange County. That's the way you will head home. There were no other injuries or other cars involved, but it was a mechanical fault, and the 18-wheeler is a complete loss. So lots of traffic was diverted through the mile marker exit 875. So if you're traveling in that area, then you will find another route home. That's it for us here tonight. And remember, be the change you wish to see in Southeast Texas. Good night.